German sex in the garage. I met her on a vacation in Thailand. Asian, small, hot and chubby. We had sex on the beach while the moon shone in the lazy waves of the sea. Became happy for each other. I took her with me back and we got married. When we landed at the airport, drove her home from the wedding in my beloved AMG 63, chalk white. It is a powerful German machine, and it shows people that I have done well in catering. Parks in front of the garage and carries her over the doorstep of my villa. As soon as we close the front door in the hallway, I take her clothes off and love her deeply until I come in her mouth. She laughs and licks sperm drops from her lips. An amazing Asian girl. And she speaks my language. I'm a very lucky man. On bare feet, we tiptoe into the kitchen. I have the best kitchen utensils. All the kitchen appliances and a large gas stove with details in sparkling copper. Delicious. The equipment must be in order if one is to perform a sublime result. Here, it's yours now, my darling. The kitchen, you own it. She smiles at me and seems quite excited. It means something to them. It does. It's much better than the kitchen I'm used to, she says. Lead her into the living room. We stand in front of the large windows and I admire the view of the garden where the lawn, surrounded by tall trees on both sides, extends all the way down to the bay. My sailing ship is at anchor some distance out, and an inflatable boat is upside down on the jetty where I have built a sauna to the left. Here you can relax. I show her the music system, the movie screen, the leather furniture, the pool table, the fireplace, the thick carpets. When you need a break, you're welcome here. She smiles warmly at me, grabs my hand and puts it against her cheek. I love you, she says. But the best thing is probably my bedroom. I open the doors to a paradise of good sleep. A huge bed with soft duvets, the whitest cover, and the most delicious towels in a bathroom. I work hard, and when I take a time off, I like to pamper myself. That's how I live. You have to work hard before you can enjoy, I say. My last wife did not understand. It's a great bedroom, she says, in surprise. So big. In my childhood, we lived an entire family in a house that was smaller than your bedroom. She looks at me with love in her eyes. Now we must have some food, I say. If you want to take care of it, I'll fix something in the garage in the meantime. My wife nods. I show her the fridge, which is stuffed with the best ingredients. Make some Asian food for me, I suggest. What is it? She has grabbed a cucumber, which she suspiciously studies with her hands. A cucumber. But this here, why is it wrapped in plastic? For security reasons, I say. That must be enough explanation for now. She has a lot to learn about living in a cultured society. I understand that. Half an hour later, we sit down at the table. On the occasion of the day, I open a bottle of red wine. The food tastes great. Afterwards, we drink a good cup of coffee with cognac, side by side in the soft leather sofa. I am a lucky man. Can we go to sleep now? She whispers to me. Yes, we must. Just wait and see. I have a surprise for you, I reply happily. Takes her hand, leads her through the kitchen, past the large car outside in the driveway, and into a side door to the garage. I love you so much that I have chosen to leave my car outside, even though it's probably damaged the paint, but you deserve the best. Look, I have set up the camping bed, and the sleeping bag, and the good pillow from my Aunt Bertha. I'm smiling. She looks worriedly at me and questioning me. Understandable. The wedding night, I understand. one can be unsure if you'll perform good enough. She looks worried. I take the clothes off her and we have great sex in the workshop, standing at the workbench, kneeling on the floor, and finally an fantastic ejaculation over her face. But what about the big nice bed you have inside the bedroom? She wipes the sperm away from her face. My bedroom? Well, we have to look at it along the way, that's clear. But I will say, until now, I think you're doing really well. At this point, I'm very happy with you. She looks at me in surprise. Probably not used to being praised. She comes from a different culture. Kissing her on the nose. Sleep well, my beloved. Remember to turn off the light before falling asleep. The next morning I wake up early, goes out into the kitchen, but there is neither coffee nor toast. I wonder why. I'm going out to the garage, but it's empty. I realize she's gone because her suitcase is gone too. I'm not hurt that much, no, but I'm kind of disappointed. Stove away the camping bed, opens the gate and rolls my beloved Mercedes back into the place in the garage, checking the paint. It is German quality, Ordnung sein muss. I love the German sense of order and honesty. Pat the car lovingly on the bonnet. Beautiful girl, I whisper. Turns off the light and leave her alone.